Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They're going to ride this running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Siegel. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Unloads quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw. It's Seagal. Working that left side now. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Siegel. Dances away. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And he he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, Dave, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. So let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the tight end. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Seagal. Fires to the big fella. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass. steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to.
Hey, I got something for that. Keep playing on the DN.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pickup there as he
go ahead.
First down, and they'll mark it
Go ahead and keep playing on the DN.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much
Because I have
better
carrying
job
on
last
conservative.
possession. Tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the air, it's Siegel. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Right down the middle. 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now, you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point,
you left me too much time to score.
Get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Well, thanks for telling me the game plan.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Seagal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Looking downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure, don't have timing, and as a result now, fourth down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks it in at the 40. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Into the secondary on the right. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Siegel. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Seagal. Forced out of the pocket. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Charles. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to pound their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Got him up for the first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes.
All my dudes getting injured now.
They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
That And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Washington. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish back on offense. To the air, it's Siegel. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Going right and going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, the ground game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. First down and more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Charles. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot.